Hey, Vic. Hey, can I ask you about Jalen Hurts? You know, your thoughts on Jalen Hurts, what you've seen from him so far in his first 9 games with the Eagles?
Yeah, this is the first time I've prepared for him or seen him on tape exclusively, and I've been very impressed with him. He's got a big arm, does a good job running their offense. He's obviously very athletic, runs their running game good where he can pull it and keep it or throw the RPO. He's very good at both of those. Probably as good as anybody in the league is doing it from a quarterback perspective. And then once he's running, he's a really good runner. He's elusive, he's strong. I think the Eagles have their quarterback.
Vic, it's Howard Eskin, and it's coming off a big game. How difficult is it to maintain for a coach the same level of emotion and the same level of play from week to week in the NFL?
Yeah, it's just the mindset. You got to come in. You know, we've obviously had a roller coaster season, winning 3 in a row, losing 4 in a row, now winning 2 in a row. And so we know what the losing feels like. And now that we got back to winning, we want to our whole focus is on this game and getting a win. And I'm confident our guys will have a good week of preparation and be ready to compete.
Hey, Vic, Teddy Bridgewater's been having a pretty good year. You took a little heat at the beginning for going with him, but can you talk about how he's been getting the job done and the belief that the players have around in him?
Yeah, Teddy is a real good decision maker, runs the offense with good confidence that the other players feel and trust him and believe in. He's done a really good job of reading the defenses and throwing to the right spot most of the time. He's made some really, really nice throws into some tight windows and tight areas. And Teddy's a winning quarterback and a good quarterback.
Hey, Vic, Kate Vincent, you guys made the trade with the Eagles recently to sending Kate Vincent to the Eagles. What did the Eagles get in them, and what was he like during his time in Denver?
Yeah, he's a good prospect. He's got really good talent, really can run. He's got good cover skills. During training camp, he showed his ability for us, enough for us to keep him. We ended up with a log jam at corner. We had a bunch of corners. We still have a couple that are not on the roster yet that are on IR or PUP that we think are going to be coming back. And we had to make a move with somebody or two at that position. And when we were able to get our draft choice back for Kary, that was one of the moves we decided to make. But we liked him, and I think he'll be a good player for the Eagles in due time.
Thanks.
Hey Vic, your defense, there have been some other teams that are copying it. In terms of personnel on your defense, does it start a little bit more up front than in the back end, or can you talk about that?
Yeah, I don't think you can play good defense no matter what the system is in today's game unless you're good up front and in the back end, because the game is so spread out anymore. The norm is to have 3 wide receivers on the field, so that mandates you being good in the back end, but they're running the ball out of that. So I don't think you're going to see many teams play good defense consistently if they're poor in one area.
Hey, they kind of along those lines, you have Ronald Darby, won a Super Bowl in Philadelphia. What has he meant for the back end of your defense?
Yeah, we were very happy to get Darbs. He was the guy we liked over the years. He had a really good camp for us, and then he had a hamstring injury sustained late in the opener. Missed 4 weeks. Was a little rusty in his first 2 games back. I thought he played better this past week. But he's a good cover guy, and we're thrilled to have him.
If I could ask you a question, like the 3 AFC West teams the Eagles have played so far this year, the quarterbacks have all completed like over 80% of their passes. Do do you kind of like look at that tape a lot, especially like from your AFC West brethren, and how do you think that could impact Teddy Bridgewater going into this game?
Well, we watch all the tape, no matter who they're playing, and try and learn from each and every game. Sometimes passing percentages can be a little hollow if they're a bunch of short ones that are being completed with not a lot of damage done with them. So you need to look at each and every throw and each and every play individually and not get too caught up in what the percentage is.